Hey guys, Doitonadime here. So in this video, I want to challenge you to think organized. I think lots of times when we approach organization, we think that buying more bins and containers is going to be the answer to our problems. At least that's what it seems like when we look at Pinterest, right? Oh man, I have to buy stuff to make this look right. Now let me take an example from my own life that doesn't necessarily have to do with organizing, but I think it helps prove the point. So this is a picture of our super ugly mailbox, you guys. I have hated it for 3 long years, but I never did anything about it. Why? Because it's just always been this way. We have that ugly, Charlotte Observer newspaper thing on the side that we never use. It's old and dingy. There's a bush that's covering it, but I was like, it's a mailbox. It collects the mail. But I didn't realize until I actually thought about it how much of a difference it would make if I cleared the clutter away, if I trimmed back and I made this an actual beautiful piece. So here's our mailbox now. I took a really simple step. All I did was trim back the bush. I went into the garage and I got out the sander and I sanded it down and I took some fresh white paint that I already had. It was completely free. Used a little bit of elbow grease on the mailbox, and as you can see, I took away the ugly newspaper holder and it completely changed the landscape of the side of our house. It looks great. And I kept saying to my husband, I can't believe we haven't done this sooner. But how many things are like that in our lives, right? That you do and you're like, oh my gosh, why have I not been doing this all along? And it just requires a shift of the way you're thinking about something. Okay, so on to an organizing project. That mailbox project really got me thinking about our medicine cabinet. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly how it looks. Nothing was changed for you guys. When I organize this thing, I do it like a boss, okay? It looks amazing. All of the things are in order. I've got the smallest little containers up front and the bigger medicine stuff in the backs, and it looks great. But you wanna know what happens about every 4 to 6 weeks? It ends up looking like this. But just like the mailbox, I allowed it to stay this way. I said, well, I guess this is just how it is. I have to fit all the medicine in there, right? But then I decided I no longer wanted to have to continue reorganizing this all the time. So then when I approached this space in a new way, it completely changed it. Here is the after. And I kept saying to myself, Kathryn, why haven't you done this all along? And as you can see, my hand is going to be waving in front of the camera because unfortunately the audio didn't pick up right, so I'm doing a voiceover. But here's what I did. I had this shelf that I already had, and I just decided to only put the things on that shelf that I was using on a daily basis that we needed to access all the time. And that made all the difference in the world. How many things do we have like this in our lives that we're just keeping everything out and we're not really using all of this stuff? So I took these bins that I already had. They're only 88 cents from Walmart, so it's not like they broke the bank. But in here, I'm keeping cold and flu things and vitamins. The cold and flu stuff, when you're sick, you can take out what you need, and good grief, you're going to keep the medicine by your bed anyway. You don't feel good. So that's there. It's easy to access. It's easy to see. And then the vitamins that I ended up purchasing are vitamins that I got on bulk. They were on clearance, or, the extras, the refills for the vitamins that I'm not using. So I could keep the main thing the main thing. I've got the stuff that we access on a daily basis, and I decided not to organize this with smallest in the front and biggest in the back. That doesn't make sense because that's not how you grab things. These are the things I access more infrequently, like Tylenol, Carson's Tylenol. Our vitamins should be in the front. Even though they're big containers, we access them every single day. This is just what makes sense. And it's so ridiculously simple, I couldn't even believe that it took me this long to be able to create this system. So I just want to encourage you today to think outside the box, think organized, don't go out and spend money. Maybe you just need to reevaluate the way that you're looking at something, and you can totally make something for yourself that's sustainable and that's going to stay organized. Good luck.